don't want to be somebody walking around cracking a whip. I did that years ago. I don't like to do that. But you all have to do me a very big favor. When you come to sit down to do this class, you have to come very quietly. You can't have discussions with people in your household while the people are sitting here. People are trying to get centered, they're trying to meditate. And I think when people do that kind of thing, it really is disrupting the class, even if they do it 5 minutes before. Because there are 25 people here. And most of the people, when they come, they sit down, they're trying to get centered, they're trying to get quiet inside. And the extraneous noise, the talking to your family, it really disrupts the energy. And it makes it impossible, really. I mean, for people, it's like discordant noise, And it's exaggerated because there are microphones and there's everything else in computers and telephones. So please, if you have to talk to anybody, talk to them 20 minutes before you get here, okay? And when you get here, just sit down, get centered, get quiet inside, do your inner work, try to open inside, and really try to respect what is going on. This is a class in meditation, and it's a class in learning how to get quiet inside, how to internalize your energy, how to connect with spirit, and how to detach yourself from all the extraneous noise that goes on in the world. So I'm just asking you, please, to do this, to just respect the class. And when you come here, just sit down and try to get centered. We say hello, how are you? That's all right. But big conversations with people that are in your house while this is going on is not good. It's not healthy, and it doesn't work. And there's one other thing I have to mention that's really kind of important. I use, to connect with everybody about these classes, I use something called MailChimp. And it really saves me. Please try and sit still. Chris, will you please? Hello? You please try and sit still. I use something called MailChimp, which is I can send out an email to everybody at once. And it just saves me a lot of time and a lot of energy, to do this. And I discovered that if you don't open the emails that I send, eventually they have a rating system where you go from 5-star to 1-star. And if you wound up not opening the emails, you become 1-star. And it automatically kicks your email address off the mailing list. I mean, I don't do this. This company does it. So please try and at least open the email. If you can't make it, there's nothing I can do. So that I don't have to start getting emails from people why they're not getting invitations to the meditation class. So I'm just asking you to open the emails. It'll just save me time and energy, and that I can use for better purposes, and really working with you all in the meditation. It's just, there's all these things, look, I'm a novice at this Zoom stuff myself, and I have to deal with all these things, and I need people's help to just open the emails, If you don't want to read them, don't read them, but open them, at least. And if you don't show up for class for 2 or 3 weeks, I'll take your name off the list anyway, because I'm more interested in people that make a commitment, that I can really teach what I've learned in my life, that people that, well, I can only make it, on April 14th. So I'll skip all the classes. It doesn't work. And I can't, and all those people become as a burden to the meditation because they're not here doing the work. They're not real. You've got to have consistency in order to really learn how to master your inner life. And it's important. I'm just saying these things because they're really important in terms of all of us, growing and benefiting from what goes on in Zoom. It's kind of a miracle, these classes, and we really have to take full benefit from them. And there's certain, I don't have a lot of rules, I mean, in fact, I have I have only one rule: no drugs, no marijuana, no LSD, no stuff like that. Other than that, I'm really not interested in people's personal lives. But in terms of coming to the class, you know, don't talk to other people while you're, you know, get quiet, you know, open the emails so I don't have to start sending out personal invitations to everybody all over the world, and they don't kick your name off the list. A few simple things that people can do that will make my life a little easier, and it'll also make your life a little easier. And attend the classes. Because if you don't attend the classes, honestly, you know, there's nothing I can do to teach you what I've learned. And if people can only come once a month, I'd rather not have them come. You know, I'd rather have them somehow work out their life so that they can attend on a more regular basis. So please, everyone, try and work really deeply inside. We'll have a meditation. And once again, I just very grateful that people do attend these classes, and it gives me an opportunity to work with everybody and to work very deeply inside myself and to grow. I mean, my whole job in life now is to grow spiritually. And somehow COVID-19 and Zoom and all these things that became available, you know, I have made these classes possible. And I'm very grateful to do them. And I'm very thankful when I see all of you here consistently doing the effort to work on yourself. I mean, if you have problems, if family gets sick or something like that, just send me an email. That's all. That's all I ask, you know? And I don't ask for anything more. And I understand, you know, life isn't perfect and stuff happens, you know, that to all of us. And I had to, you know, have a thing on my eye done yesterday, and I couldn't have a class yesterday. But I told everybody, and this is in the Americas where I teach also, but I told everybody that there won't be a class. I have to rest my eye after what they did. So everybody, please work deeply inside. We'll have a meditation class. And again, God bless you all. Thank you for being here. And let's really benefit from what goes on in these classes. If anyone has a question, I will be happy to try and answer it. You know, for those of you who are, you know, here for the first time, this is a very powerful energy, but it's an energy that when taken deep inside by the development of a chakra system, it really, you know, goes through all the obstructions that keep one from having a spiritual life. When I was younger, I spent many years looking for a teacher, and I sat in front of I don't know how many swamis and this one and that one. And the words were great, you know, love, peace, eat vegetables, don't corrupt the earth, don't do all, you know, be kind. But the only thing I didn't get was, how do you do this? How do I get my mind quiet? Please try and sit still, everyone. It's, you know, how do I get my mind quiet? How do I open inside? How do I build a system inside myself that really is strong enough to receive spiritual energy? You know, to receive a higher force in the universe. I mean, that's infinite energy in the universe. To have a system inside that can absorb that, that can open to that and receive it. And when I met my teacher, he showed me this, you know, people are just moving all over the place. And it really, I can't repeat this enough. You gotta have a discipline and a sense of focus here, because if people are moving and playing with their glasses and blowing their nose, it really disrupts the energy of the class. Try, you know, this is gonna go on another 5 minutes, 8 minutes. Try to stay centered. It enables me to really allow the Shakti to flow, and I don't have to deal with everybody moving all over the place. Anyway, where was I? Anyway, look, even before I studied with my teacher, I understood spiritual energy was a very powerful energy. I also understood that life itself was a very powerful energy. And I needed to learn how to get strong in myself to truly be open to receive spiritual energy, to live consciously in the world, to overcome anxiety and fear and insecurity, and really enable myself to build a life inside that was strong enough to be connected to God. I mean, I always say this. I read in the Bhagavad Gita when Krishna reveals himself to Arjuna, if the light of 1,000 suns suddenly appeared in the sky, the energy is beyond all human comprehension. And in order to connect with that, to open to that, to receive it, we have to have a system that is strong enough inside to do it. So this energy that I learned and this method of teaching that I learned from my teacher is a very powerful method, but it's also strong enough to build a system in a human being that can truly allow higher energy to come in and live in us, that can truly allow us to live in life, this kind of theater of the absurd thing we call 21st century life. We have the strength inside to not only be able to live in it and deal with it and take care of our responsibilities, but at the same time to detach from it and not allow it to make us crazy. You need to have inner strength. One needs to be grounded, needs to have foundation. And it's one of the reasons I always loved to do Rudy's meditation practice, because it was strong enough to get past Stuart's inner obstructions. And it enabled me to break myself down and to truly get simple enough inside myself to be connected to God, to be connected to spirit, to have gratitude for that connection, and then be able to share this with whomever comes to these classes. I mean, that's my work. Look, I'm not a young kid anymore, and I don't know how many years I have left in this world, but that's my work, is to truly transmit this spiritual process to people so that they can use it in their own lives and they can grow and really have a connection with God. And it's not religion. I'm not a religious person. I don't believe in all the dogma of religion and all the rules and regulations and things you have to do. I mean, I respect it. And if people choose to do that, I have no problems with it. It's not my problem. I respect people doing whatever they do in their life. But I love what Rudy taught me because it cut through all of those rules and regulations. It was just a very basic, simple double breathing exercise that enables one to open and, break down the blocks, get a quiet mind, get, emotions that are quiet, foundation inside, and to be able to do it in the world, whatever your profession is. You can always do it better if you're more conscious, if you're fighting less of a battle with yourself. When I was younger, I wanted to be a writer. I used to write 12 hours a day. And I was always up against one person. That was me. I couldn't get beyond me in order to really write something that was very powerful and rich and full. And as I got older and I began to work on myself doing this meditation, I would get freer and freer of myself. And these books flowed out of me. I don't know where they came from. They just came out because I wasn't obstructing them. They had craft. I had learned how to do it. They had craft and they were inspired. And, so what I'm saying is that, just to live and do your life and to take care of your profession and whatever you do, your family, your friends, your relationships, whatever it is, one has to really get free of themselves. And then we begin to see life clearly. We don't project our vision that we have on other people. We listen to them. We let them teach us. We learn from them. We grow because of who they are. because sometimes they're easy and sometimes they're difficult. But whatever they are, if we listen to them, we can grow. You know, so what I'm saying is that the whole secret in all of this is building an inner life that is strong enough to get past the one person that keeps us from having a spiritual life. It's ourselves. The one person that keeps us from being happy in the world. It's ourselves. Get free of oneself and all the rest of it. It gives room for God to start guiding our lives, and all the rest of it starts taking place. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? Yes, yes. What's your question? Heather, do you have a question?
Yeah, so it's just simple. It's
very simple.
Just...
What complicates it, Heather, is we complicate it. But the whole process of connecting with spirit, having a spiritual life, being happy in the world, being conscious of it, it's very simple. You got to build a system inside that enables you to do it. They say there's God's will. Well, God's will can work through us if we use our will to build an inner life that is strong enough to allow it to come and work through us. So then human will and God's will come together. You know, we use our will to build that system that allows that energy of spirit to then guide our lives. It's very simple. I'm telling you, it's not some complicated metaphysical gobbledygook that people write about. I mean, it has nothing to do with anything. The reality is very simple. The equation is build an inner life that is strong enough to allow God to come through, and you'll become conscious in your everyday world that you live in. And then it works. Money, relationships, family, you know, whatever your careers are, it works. Because you're not interfering with it. I mean, the miracle that I look at you, Heather, and I think that you found this book of mine and it became a treasure in your life. That to me is an extraordinary miracle. It's a miracle of God. How does that happen? You know, it happens because it's supposed to happen. That's the only reason why that happens.
I agree.
I mean that. And that you're here sitting in these classes, it just really fills me with a lot of gratitude, you know? Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay, there'll be a meditation on, what's today, Tuesday, Thursday, same time. I hope all of you attend. And again, I just have a lot of gratitude to do this. You know, I just think that this is a blessing to be able to sit here and allow this energy and Shakti to nurture not only all of you, but myself, and to grow. I couldn't think of a better way of spending my life than just being able to share everything I've learned from my teacher, from his teachers, you know, with people that really want to grow and be connected with God. So thank you. And I hopefully will see everybody on Thursday. If you want to listen to these lectures, these talks, I wouldn't call them lectures, talks that I give, Ellie Malki downloads them on Facebook, on a Facebook page. I guess you just put my name in and you'll find it. And you can listen to all the talks I give here. And we're going to be pretty soon downloading all the talks I give in, you know, in the United States and South America when I have the other class, you know, in the Western Hemisphere. So, you know, it's available. And you can go to Facebook and find these talks and maybe they'll help. I hope so. That's why we're putting them there. Anyway, God bless you all. Thank you. And hopefully I'll see everybody on.
Thank you very much, Stuart. Thank you.
Bless
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.